Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome, welcome to Worship and Praise Radio. Come on in for family, good music, fellowship, as well as current events and updates from around the world. Much love, much respect to everyone out there. We're going to jump right into the news on today. Hope everybody's having a blessed Shabbat on this Friday. Giving all praise and glory to our Creator, the Most High, for blessing us and giving us this knowledge back, this truth back. So I want y'all to check this video out. This is redacted on YouTube. It's just talking about how the World Health Organization is mustering up these lies again about the pandemic, which is the bird flu, right? Same as COVID, same way, but they trying to make this one be on a bigger, grander scale. So check this out here.
Tried to lie to us and say that the first person who died of bird flu in Mexico, and say that the first person to die of bird flu happened in Mexico. Well, the Mexican government and Mexican health authorities say that's not true. This is bad information. So we're going to see how the WHO, the World Health Organization, is playing fast and loose with the truth here. Are they maybe doing this to scare us? Maybe. That's me being cynical. Let's take a look. Here is Mexican Health Authority Jorge Alcocer last week calling out the WHO for bad form.
And I can point out that the statement made by the World Health Organization is quite bad. Since from the beginning it talks about a fatal case, which was not the case, or for another reason, and without it being determined. And only marginally says that the risk in this case is low. But she's going to have a meeting today to clarify this.
Okay, this is a familiar story, is it not?
It sounds way too familiar.
Yeah. Okay. Stop me if you think you've heard this one before. The man in question died from comorbidities, including obesity, kidney and respiratory failure. But look here at the statement that the WHO put out on June 5th, saying that it was bird flu. So what they say here, now again, they want us to believe that this is a bird flu death, and they're not being clear with us about the truth. They're saying that the WHO has a confirmed fatal case of human infection with avian influenza A, was detected in Mexico and hospitalized. It says this is the first laboratory confirmed human case of infection with a bird flu virus reported globally, and the first avian H5 virus infection in a person reported in Mexico. Now, the media ran with it. They didn't say, well, how do we know? Are we sure? No, they didn't. Look again how they are playing with semantics instead of giving it to us straight. That a Mexico resident died in what officials say is the world's first death from, is an important word here, from a bird flu strain not previously detected in humans.
So
now they say, let's leave this up on the screen for a bit if you don't mind. The 59-year-old had all these symptoms. They want you, look at this second paragraph, to think that you are going to get these symptoms too. Fever, shortness of breath, diarrhea, nausea, general discomfort. They're telling us with this paragraph dishonestly that these are symptoms of bird flu and cause of death. And then only do they say also had multiple underlying medical issues before presenting acute symptoms.
Hold on.
Okay.
So last week when David randomly asked, he said, wait a second, did this, because we reported this bird flu case last week, and David randomly chimed in. Did this person die of bird flu or with bird flu?
So family, if you want to finish that video, go ahead and check that out on YouTube. That's redacted. They always have pretty good info. So yeah, same way they did COVID. They putting these lies out here already, trying to scare you, right? Trying to get you ready for the other lies that they gonna come with about the new lockdowns and everything. It's coming, right? They trying to keep us distracted with everything they can from the truth, right? The politics, the so-called election coming, right? The Hunter Biden cases, the Trump cases, the Joe Biden back and forth, dementia and the stuff that he got going on, right? The border. Now they are trying to push this bird flu all over the world, saying this is going to be 10 times worse than COVID. So just keep your head on the swivel, family. Keep your eyes open and watch. It's coming. Same lockdowns, only on a more heightened scale, right? This man clearly died from underlining, symptoms and everything, but they're saying it's bird flu, and they put it out there like that and ran with it. Say he died from bird flu. Same way they said with COVID. Oh, if you got a fever or your throat is sore or that was just the regular flu, and they did all that stuff that they did. Made nobody could go to work. Everything was locked down. You had to be 6 feet. Fauci, that Dr. Fauci guy was just on trial. He had to face a committee, about 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and admitted that he lied about all the stuff, right? He made up a lot of stuff saying it was scientific when it had nothing to do with that. So just use your discernment. Y'all see it coming. I want y'all to check out another one. This is a full spectrum survival over on YouTube. Full spectrum survival over on YouTube. Check this out.
I reached out to a couple of open source intelligence operators and asked them what they thought that the Americans and the Canadians might have found while trailing the Russians just south of the United States of America's state of Florida in the Cuban waters. They believe that there is something big going on here. Nate over at Canadian Prepper recently released some video talking about the Serbian president. He sent this video to me and one other person, Chris over at City Prepping, and he said, you guys really need to watch this and pay attention to a particular point of it in which the Serbian president is acknowledging that the United States of America and NATO have absolutely zero want for peace. Now here we have a president of an entire country that is aligned with the West, saying that the world does not want peace. So with that, and we watch America and Canada watch the Russians at the doorstep to the United States of America, the open source operators believe that Russia is leaving something behind there that will come into play in our war. One of Russia's, and this is President Putin's insiders, Vladimir Solovyov. He's a prominent Russian television and radio host. He's a political commentator known for strong support of the Russian president, close friendship with Vladimir Putin. He is warning right now, and you have to remember, the KGB, the Russian government, they all leak information to their media when they want to. He is warning.
It's here.
One
This
second,
is
family.
it. The federal government's just coming out with some new regulations that allows you to buy real estate with less money down.
Warning that, quote, you can keep thinking that Russia is bluffing, and then one day there will be no more Great Britain. Now here comes the crash. Americans with adjustable mortgages could soon see their payments begin to skyrocket. A large group of Americans who took out cheaper but riskier mortgages several years ago.
If you want to finish that video, that's over at Full Spectrum Survival. Russia ain't playing, right? They came to our door. Well, they came to America's doorstep. They got them ships in there. They got the submarines in there, right? Their planes are down there. They're not playing. And everybody just keep rejecting everything that we're bringing out and showing, and everything that, the internet news is bringing out and showing them. The U.S. has made everybody so dumbed down and so I forget the word I want to use. They just got you numb to what's really going on. They always showing all the shootings and just the different bag stuff that's happening on the TV to where you're numb to it. They don't affect you no more. You see somebody dead in the street, it don't really affect you no more, right? They keep bombarding you with all kind of visuals about just the nasty stuff that's going on, right? So everybody just passing it off like, oh well, I'm still going to the beach, I'm still going on vacation, I'm still doing this and that, right? Y'all got to pay attention to what's going on out here, family. Let's go over in here. Reported yesterday, thousands of fish dead as lake dries in Mexican drought. We know that the Earth is heating up. The waters are heating up, right? Florida's oceans were reported at 90 degrees and higher. These fish and everything that's in the ocean can't take that, right? So their whole ecosystem is off now down there. All kind of fish that's rare, that has never been seen in the water and stuff before is coming up. All signs, all signs. Yesterday, Russian stock market suspends dollar trades after U.S. sanctions. So U.S. and President Biden has put more sanctions on Russia and several different countries over there, countries that we trade with, China, Russia, stuff like that. If the U.S. is putting sanctions on these different countries, these are countries that the U.S. makes money with. So how are they going to still make money over here in the U.S. when they're putting sanctions on those people over there and make it make sense? Hezbollah, Hamas, and Israel are still going at it very, very heavily. Hezbollah launched a whole bunch of attacks on the Israel military positions over there. And of course, Israel is vowing to strike back very heavily, continuing the killing of civilians and stuff, all the different buildings and structures and just friendly community stuff that they're blowing up, the people that don't have nothing to do with the war that's going on. So that's still going on very, very much so over there, family. As you know, NATO has 300 plus troops on high readiness. This has been since yesterday, since the subs and ships from Russia have came into the U.S. Plus, not to mention everything else that's going on overseas. So yesterday, G7 leaders agreed at a summit in Italy on a new $50 billion loan for Ukraine using profits from frozen Russian assets, as a U.S. official has said. So they just keep poking at Russia, keep poking at Russia. Now they're taking money that they froze and using it for Ukraine. Like that's the ultimate slap in the face, right? They tell you can't do business. Then they take the money that you have put to the side and use it for your enemy, right? Now, one of the subs and the ships is sitting on the coast of Florida. You heard the guy in the redacted video. The full spectrum video. He said United States and NATO don't want peace. They keep putting it out in the news, trying to make you feel a certain way that they're trying to sign peace deals with Gaza and Russia and Ukraine and all that. That's far from the United States agenda. They do not want peace. They have to have this war. As in the political part of it, Joe Biden know he can't beat Trump. You know what I mean? Trump has all the vote. He has the black vote, the white vote, the Chinese, the Mexican, the green people, the orange people. He has everybody's vote. Even though they tried it with the trial by him being a felony 32 times over, a felon. He got more support now than anybody, right? We don't believe in the political stuff. The Bible tells us not to even, dwell in that. And then, Biden, the Democrats, they always come out with campaigns and videos and targeting, black people when it's time to vote. And that's the only time that they show you some love. Once they get in there, the next 3.5 years, they don't even look your way. So you got to watch all these distractions and everything. But yeah, United States and NATO, they don't want peace at all. They don't want to pay, the debt that they owe to the feds and all that. So they got to keep the war going. They got to keep it going so there won't be no elections. The martial law gonna come. All that stuff, family. It's about to go down. Yesterday, the Greek islands of Rhodes was hit by a 4.9 magnitude earthquake mid very, very strong heat wave going on over there as well. The Pope is to meet with Joe Biden, Zelensky, Modi at the G7 summit, right? Turkey signs deal with U.S. to buy F-16 warplanes. Now they fiddling around with the United States. At the same time, on the flip side, they're getting ready to finalize a deal with the BRICS. They trying to go into the BRICS, so they playing both sides of the fence, right? Yesterday we got Italian lawmakers fighting on the floor of the parliament. There's no update saying why. Just hot heads over there. They not agreeing on things. It seemed like right on the floor. Parliament is the same as equivalent to our Congress over here. Yesterday, fire-ups on ship after attack off Yemen. Security agency says it doesn't say who the ship belonged to. Yesterday, a Pentagon contractor reveals encounter with blue UFO emitting energy to power a small city. Right? You gotta read between the lines on that as well, family. Yesterday, footage shows smoke blowing from a train car in north side Chicago, Illinois. No updates on that. Putin says freezing of Russian assets in the West is theft, right? We just talked about that. All right, that's that there. 2 days ago, multiple people tackled after storming field during congressional baseball game in Washington, D.C. Just some protesters trying to get their 5 minutes of fame. No real big thing on that. Here's video of Adventura, Florida. This is just north of Miami. It says streets are filled with abandoned cars and flash flood emergency is still in place for area. All right, they said they're gonna have rain all the way up until next week. I mean, you know it's flooding. Why would you go out there and drive, right? I mean, this rain is almost as tall as the wheels. Can't make this up. Yesterday, there was an Amber Alert. So they found a mother dead, 2 children missing in Louisiana. The Louisiana State Police have issued an Amber Alert on behalf of the, Tenagapoa Parish Sheriff's Office for. Hey, come here. Excuse me, that's my guard dog, y'all. Tenagapoa Parish Sheriff's Office for 3-year-old Aaron Burnett and 6-year-old Jaylee Burnett, who have been abducted. The children were last seen at they give the address 56044 North Cooper Road in Laranger, Florida. They were taken before 8 a.m. this morning. Erin Brunette is a white female with brown hair and brown eyes. She is approximately 3 feet tall and weighs about 32 pounds. The clothing she was wearing at the time of the abduction is unknown. Jaylee Brunette is a white female with brown hair and blue eyes. She is approximately 4 feet tall and weighs about 58 pounds. The clothing she was wearing at the time of the abduction. Alright, I think they have an update on that one. Yeah, so the 4-year-old child in the Amber Alert case has been killed. The 6-year-old was found alive in Jackson, Mississippi. A suspect in custody identified as Daniel Callahan. Apparently, he dated the mother, Kaylee Burnett, and is from the Tangi area. So that's all the updates on that. So the 4-year-old, he killed her, and the 6-year-old, she was found alive. Yesterday, Nashville police officer has been arrested for allegedly participating in an OnlyFans video while on duty. Right? Yesterday, manhunt underway for escaped inmate in downtown Houston. Police are looking for 35-year-old Nigel Thomas Sanders. He was last seen in the bayou. Sanders was in custody for 3 alleged burglaries and 1 unlawful possession of a weapon by a felon. He reportedly escaped while heading back from court. There was an update to that one as well. 'Yeah, so it said he escaped during a court appearance in downtown Houston, Texas. The inmate held an assistant district attorney at knife point before jumping into the bayou, the river. Police described him as wearing orange pants and a black shirt. So yeah, he's still missing. 22 hours ago, reports of a possible shooting at Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, California. No updates on that. And so here is the guy that killed the little girl, the 4-year-old girl, but the 6-year-old girl was found. 36-year-old Daniel Callahan was located and taken into custody this afternoon in Jackson, Mississippi. Callahan is accused of committing brutal and heinous acts of violence, including the murders of 35-year-old Kaylee Burnett and her 4-year-old daughter, Erin. That's the guy right there. So, update on the missing 8-month-old that we reported on a couple of days ago. Coroner van on scene of search for missing baby Maya Rude. Officials in Kentucky have been using special equipment and teams of cadaver dogs in the same area of Ohio County they searched earlier this week. Just after 2 p.m., there was a coroner van that arrived at the scene. That's all the updates on that. So they did find her passed away. So that's that. That's the updates for the news. I want to leave you with our elder. He had a live one today. Word of the day: Lucifer has deceived the whole world. Revelations 12:9. The hive mind. I want you to go on YouTube, share that with your family and friends. Also, check out all the rest of the videos you see on that channel. It's good, very, very good spiritual information, information that you would need, scripture, everything about, your walk with the Most High, how to live right, how to walk in His will, how to please the Most High. Just check out all those videos that you see from past to present, right? Share those with your friends and family. I'm going to leave you with a little, snippet of today's lesson. Please go check that out at I Yield Man Ephraim Yasharala over on YouTube. Very, very, very good knowledge, right? It's time to repent. It's time to get out your wicked ways and to get covered in protection from the Most High for what's coming. People want to reject all the different books and all the different scripture that's coming out about what's the Most High's will right now. He's trying to show us what's going on in this world right now to get us ready and prepared. But everybody want to reject it. They just want to keep saying, "Oh, ain't nothing about to happen. Everything that we seeing, it don't have nothing to do with God," and all that kind of stuff, right? People, y'all got to wake up and stop just thinking everything is willy-nilly and thinking everything is just, y'all just blow off stuff like it's nothing, right? Check it out.
Have power. You went to church on Sunday all these years. The Bible never told you to go to church on Sunday. You celebrated Christmas all these years. The Bible never told you to celebrate Christmas. You celebrated Easter eggs and bunny rabbits all these years. The Bible never told you to celebrate Easter eggs and bunny rabbits. You celebrated Thanksgiving every year. The Bible tells you don't celebrate Thanksgiving every year. Yeah, that's in your Bible. Everything that you've been taught, God likes, God hates. Everybody putting the cross on their neck, an idol, and worshiping it, praying for it'll protect them. God didn't tell you to do that. God didn't give you those names of the churches either. But all of that we was born into because of our mothers, or our fathers, or our grandmothers, or our grandfathers. All of us.
Man-made traditions.
And what's the old saying? If you tell a lie long enough, the people will believe the lie. That's what they did to us.
So yeah, family, I only wanted to play a snippet of that. I'm getting close to my 30-minute time on here. Please go watch this video in its entirety. This was a very, very good lesson. Like we said, please check out all the rest of those videos that you see on there as well. If you have not subscribed to Messengers of Christ over at YouTube, please do so. The handle is @Messengers of Christ, @Messengers of Christ, right? Also, if you have not been baptized, please go to onenationonepower.com/baptisms. On there, you will see all the different states and the people you can get in contact with to make that happen. Much love, much respect to everybody out there. Please have a blessed, wonderful day. Remember, it's time to repent. It's time to get baptized for that coverage and for the protection from the Most High. If you don't believe in that, like we always say, keep rolling the dice, keep gambling with your life, and you're going to see what the outcome is going to be here real soon. Much love, much respect to everybody. Shalom. Have a blessed day. Thank you.